Now you're probably looking at the title of this video and thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And just stick with me, cause I promise it'll all make sense by the end of the video. So just hear me out and let me tell you a story that all starts on Twitter.
Ah yes, Twitter. One would say it's the wild west of the internet, where people are free to do whatever they want. A place where anything, but also nothing is possible. With so much size to it, you could spend years looking within and only scratch the surface of what exists. A place with funny people, woke people, ignorant people, sensitive people, and so much more. A place where you can gain so much power and lose it all within the span of a day. If a person can harness the power of Twitter, they could have the world itself. Almost a year ago, I attempted exactly that, and here is how it went. This is the story of my Pokemon Twitter bot.
Who the fuck was that? God? Was that you, God? I'm joking. That was all me. 100% that was me. I think I hyped up what I was doing a little too much. I'm not looking to control the world or anything. I just had a dumb idea and I went with it. Business as usual when it comes to me. So basically, if you're a Nintendo fan or you keep up with current events in the gaming industry, you know that last year Nintendo and Game Freak released their latest installment of their mainline Pokemon game series, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And a lot of things happened before, during, and after the release. We're talking about models being leaked, causing people to claim that Game Freak was reusing assets from Sun and Moon, the game having lackluster animations, the game switching from 2D to 3D but looking like garbage, and much more. But the kicker would be that in the latest game, not all of the 802 previously existing Pokemon would be included in the new game, which brought about many debates with people siding both with and against Nintendo and Game Freak. And me being the dickhead I am, I saw an opportunity to fuck with people and possibly farm some easy clout.
But no show, I thought you didn't care about clout.
And you're right, I don't, but I can't deny that it comes in handy sometimes, so it doesn't hurt to have. As long as you don't let the clout consume you, I think you're fine. It's like the great Gucci Mane once said, a man can get lost in the sauce, but the same man can be lost without the sauce. But back to what the video is about. After seeing all these people on Twitter argue for weeks about the new Pokemon games, I decided to make a Twitter bot. Why a bot? Because I spent 5 years getting this fucking computer science degree, so you know damn well I'm gonna squeeze out every use for it that I can. And what better way to use it than to fuck around on Twitter? And what does the bot do exactly? I'm glad you asked. Basically, I designed the bot so that every day it'll post an image of one of the Pokemon that was not included in Sword and Shield, and it would tweet it out with the following message: rest in peace, insert name of the Pokemon, gone but not forgotten, like and retweet to pay your respects, hashtag rip national dex, hashtag bring back national dex. And for any of the tech people who care, I created the bot using Amazon Web Services, specifically Lambda. I just set up a script that goes through the list of Pokemon excluded from the game, which I prepared beforehand, grabbed the image of that Pokemon from Cerebi, and set a tweet using Twitter's OAuth account activity API. I used Lambda instead of EC2, which is another Amazon Web Service, because I didn't need to have the bot running 24/7. It just needed to make an API call once a day to make the tweet. Plus, using Lambda makes the whole process free, since if you sign up for AWS, you get 1 million free calls. At least that's what I got when I signed up a year ago. High key, this is like free advertisement for AWS. If there's anyone from Amazon who is somehow watching this video, swing your boy a sponsor. I don't really need the money, but it just sounds cool. This video was sponsored by Amazon. It has a nice ring to it, right? And I know Bezos got more than enough money to dish out some sponsorships. If anything, it would help his public image. Amazon's CEO sponsors random black YouTubers. The general public would eat that shit up, or the dumb people and fake woke people would. People who are actually aware of the socioeconomic inequalities people of color face on a daily basis wouldn't bat an eye at me getting a sponsorship from Amazon. But that's enough of the politics. That's, we can save that for another video. So back to what I was talking about. I set up the bot, did a few tests, and I let it run. Nice and simple, or so I thought. But in reality, it didn't go as smoothly as I planned, because after 9 months of it being active, the bot only has 15 followers. And I'm going to explain why I think this happened. The first and probably biggest reason why I think the bot flopped was timing. When it comes to the internet and its trends, things don't usually last for a while. Think of all the people who have been cancelled and after a couple months they come back in full swing doing the same bullshit they were doing before they got exposed. People on the internet love jumping on a trend and putting their lives on the line for the dumbest shit, only to throw away all that passion for the topic or issue in favor of hopping on a different one. Like, it's the most insane thing when you think about it. How can you be so vocal and expressive that something is good or bad, spend weeks debating and fighting with other people about it, just to drop it completely and never or rarely bring it up again? To me, it just makes it seem that most people on the internet aren't genuine and they aren't really passionate about the things that they're allegedly willing to die for, or at least virtually die for, because I don't think anyone would actually be willing to catch a body over some of this Twitter stuff, but you never know. There are a lot of sickos out there. My point is, things don't last very long on the internet. I started working on the bot around 2 weeks after Sword and Shield released, and it completed around the first week of December, which on the surface doesn't seem too late because the game has only been out for a couple of weeks and many people would still be playing it. But you gotta keep in mind, people were arguing and getting pissed over the new games months before they came out due to the stuff Nintendo and Game Freak showed before the game's releases and the stuff leakers were able to get their hands on. If I remember correctly, the full game got leaked a month before its release date, so people knew what they were getting and they were not happy about it. I feel like if I started working on the bot even a month earlier, I would have gotten much better results. Another reason I think I failed at farming that sweet internet clout was the wording of the tweet. After I finished making the bot and running my tests, I took some time to think about what kind of tweet it would make. At first I was gonna make the bot send out a really messed up negative tweet, like fuck this Pokemon, it's fucking trash and that's why it's not included in the game, hashtag fuck the national dex. Because in my opinion, people, especially people on the internet, are more drawn to negativity than positivity. If I say some wild shit, I'm much more likely to get a reaction out of people compared to being nice. And there's two things that stop me from doing this. The first being backlash. Now don't get me wrong, I could care less about hurting some weenie's feelings on Twitter. If little Timmy is angry that I said his favorite Pokemon is shit, he can cry to his mommy. I just didn't want to deal with a constant wave of angry 12-year-olds and middle-aged men telling me to kill myself because my robot called the Pokemon garbage. Trust me, if I had the time, I'd be responding to them and pissing them off even more. The second reason that I decided to go with the bot making a nice tweet instead of a negative tweet is because Pokemon holds some sentimental value to me. I grew up playing the game, I've played almost all the mainline games and many of the side games, and ever since I was a kid I'd always ask my parents to give me the latest Pokemon game for my birthday or holidays, so the franchise holds a special place in my heart. And low-key, when I thought about the bot saying my favorite Pokemon was trash, I'm not gonna lie, it did make me feel sad. Sad enough where I would fight some dude on Twitter about it? Hell no, but sad nonetheless. And for anyone who's wondering, my favorite Pokemon are Tropius and Breloom. Not the greatest mons, but Gen 3 was my first Pokemon game and I always thought that these two were the coolest. A fighting mushroom and a flying dinosaur with bananas on its chin. Who wouldn't think they were cool? But that's enough with the sappy shit. We're here to talk about my failure in farming clout. And now onto the grand finale, the reason that will make the title of this video make sense. The final and biggest reason why my bot failed is this. While I was developing my bot, my plans were leaked. I don't know how or why, but Game Freak and Nintendo caught wind of it, and they were shaking in their boots. They had countless meetings talking about,
oh no, No-Show is making a bot that'll ruin us. If people see this bot, they'll support the hashtag bring back the Dex cause, and no one will buy our game, or they'll return the copies they'd already bought. This is bad news. We've got to do something fast.
And they did do something that has never been done before in the history of mainline Pokemon games. They introduced DLC. Yes, that's right, the Pokemon expansion pack is all because of me. Nintendo and Game Freak were so scared of my bot that they created DLC that will bring back some of the Pokemon excluded in the original Sword and Shield games. Jokes aside, the DLC pretty much ruined the purpose of my bot, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of figuring out which Pokemon were included with the DLC and remove them from the list of Pokemon my bot were tweeting out. So I just took the easy route and just updated the bio of the bot account and said this bot was made before the expansions were announced. So yeah, all in all, my bot was a complete failure, but I don't think it was a wasted experience. I did enjoy making the bot, and now I have the knowledge to make another one if I want to, which is kind of the real purpose of this video. It's a way to wrap up this little project and move on to bigger and better things. I think after this I'm going to shut down the bot and think of a new bot to make reusing the current setup, or I might just set up a new one from scratch and leave the current one kind of as a trophy. You know, like a little reminder of how I forced Nintendo and Game Freak to make a Pokemon DLC. But yeah, that's it for this video. Funnily enough, this was supposed to come out next month because Nintendo usually drops Pokemon games in November, but this year they're dropping early. So the anime video that I was working on that's supposed to come out first will come out next month, assuming I don't fuck it up. As always, if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, consider subbing to the channel and maybe drop a like on the video. Tell your friends about it, tell your mom about it, fucking tell your pet dog about it. Go right now to your dog and watch the video with it. This video is vet approved, guaranteed to make your dog happy. So if you love your dog, show them the video. And you know, while you're at it, follow me on Twitter. This whole video is about Twitter, so you might as well follow mine. Also, I do be streaming twitch.tv/noshowmomo. You know, I play games, I VTube a little bit. I'm not good at it, but at least I try. And on that note, I'll catch y'all later.